Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mani Karthik here. Welcome to another episode. In this episode, I thought I'll answer a question that I get asked a lot, especially from folks who are new to my channel, new to my blogs, or have recently stumbled upon me. The question is, how much money do I actually make from online marketing? And what is it that I actually do with online marketing? Which is a very genuine question. So if you want to know more, stick around. Great. So before getting into that question, I would like to show you my little home studio here. This is kind of like a very casual video that I'm doing, which is very different from my usual videos. But what you see behind here is this single tiny home studio that I have, which actually was an old home that I had in India, and I transformed that into this one-person home studio. So it's a soundproof studio, as you can see. And this is the beautiful the wall decor with my logo and this beautiful world map, kind of make me feel like a global presence, so to speak. And my whiteboard and the ugly clock. But this is something that I really like over here. I call it the wall of inspiration. Basically, it has a bunch of quotes from some of the most important and influential folks that I think and admire, which ranges from Steve Jobs to Girish Mathrubootham from Freshdesk, or Abhinav Bindra to APJ Abdul Kalam, and some of the most famous startup personalities. And I look at the quotes every day in the morning and I feel inspired. That's the whole idea. And that's my desk here with my gadgets and some books and printer and storage space and everything. So it's a very tiny studio, and I made this after I came from the US 2 years back in 2017 end. And if you've been wondering what that sound is, that actually is my dog here. His name is Milo. Hey Milo. Hello. Hi. Milo likes to play around, just spend time in my studio with me, just biting and nibbling on stuff. Great. So, like I said, a lot of people ask me this question, what do I do and how much money do I make online? So, which is a very genuine question, I think. Without bragging or anything, maybe I just show you how much money I make, and maybe just to give you an idea about how much money I'll be talking. So let me show you this. So this is an affiliate dashboard which shows you my current day earnings. So it's about a little over $100,000 as of today, and this is for the last 2 months, I think. June. Okay, so basically, you see, all I wanted to say was making money online is actually, I wouldn't say easy, but possible, even with this kind of money. And I make most of my money from affiliate marketing and advertisement sales. So what you just saw was basically my analytics dashboard for my affiliate marketing products. It's actually possible, but I get asked this question about how much money I make and what is it that I do from people who are very new to me, to my channel and my blog. So just to give some context and to give you an idea about what is it that I've been doing. For the last 10 plus years, I've been doing online marketing all my life. I started back in 2004, 2005. So a little over 10 years actually. And for 7 years, I was in the US working for small and big companies and helping them with online marketing. So that is my forte. But all the while I was blogging and doing it on the side just because I liked it, and I kept doing it. I actually have a TEDx talk on this, on how I quit my job in the US. So end of 2017, I quit my job and returned back to India to take full-on blogging. And the TEDx talk, I can maybe link it here or somewhere in the description. So all my life I've been doing online marketing, and there is money in online marketing provided you know how to do it. A lot of people think that it's all about quick wins. Like for example, if you start a blog now, in the next month or next 1 or 2 months, you can actually start making money. That's not true actually. I'll be completely genuine with you. What you see in my case is what actually happened in the last 10 plus years. So in order to get to that level, you need that kind of time and energy and passion put behind it. A lot of people make it look like it's an easy job, and provided you start a blog, you will immediately be starting making money. It's not like that. It definitely takes a lot of time. You have to put a lot of effort behind it. In my case, I made several mistakes that nobody knows, only I know, right? So back in 2004, 2005, I started several projects that didn't fly, didn't become successful. They were miserable failures. So I had to get rid of them, but I learned from those mistakes, and I improvised and I scaled on the ones that actually worked. And that's what actually makes a difference today. So like they always say, right, there's a famous quote from Biz Stone. It's actually over there on the wall of inspiration. It says, timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying will eventually make you look like an overnight success. And that is exactly true in my case too, where I've done a lot of stuff in the last 10 plus years, but all of that actually translated into success only recently, and it makes it look like an overnight success, but it is not. So my advice to you guys who are trying to make money online, or trying blogging, or starting up, or doing a product idea, or starting a new website or service, is that start somewhere. You always have to start somewhere, and please have your hopes high, but at the same time make it realistic. For example, don't think that if you start blogging you will start making crazy money in the first year or the first 6 months. It may not happen, because there are a lot of moving parts here. A lot of it depends on which product you're choosing, which niche you're in, which industry you're in. Are there advertisers in that niche? How good are you? Do you have a brand? Do you have a personality? People like you or not? So there are a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that goes into decide whether what is success. So you can't control all of that. What you can control is to be consistent and to stick to what you're actually committed to do. So if you're starting up a digital photography blog, make sure you write daily, make sure you give something new to your people, to your readers, make sure you add more value with your content. That's all that you can control. Rest of the things, people decide, and it actually accrues and compounds itself over a period of time. So that's what happened in my case. So choose something that you're really passionate about and you like, so that even if nothing happens out of it, you can stick to it. And like they always say, pick up the random most ordinary idea, and if you stick to it for at least 5 years, you will be a success, right? So stick to something that you choose and be consistent, and that I think is the biggest factor, in my opinion, that defines success. And that's my experience. So if you want to start blogging, make sure you sign up for my newsletter. It's there on moneykarthik.com. Scroll up to the bottom and you'll find it. But I'm not promising the sun and moon. I'm not promising that tomorrow onwards you will be successful. What I'm sharing is my experience, my failures, so that you don't have to repeat them. And I hope that you learn from some of my mistakes, put in some passion from your side, put in some effort from your side, and learn a lot of things from your side as well. That is what actually will drive you, not me, not someone else who's telling you what to do. Of course, you can take those tips and guidelines, but then what actually will work is your commitment to the project. But yes, to keep you motivated, this kind of money is actually possible. Like I showed you, look at all that. I've been making about 1,000 and a little more than that every day. And for people who've been wondering, who are wondering as to whether this kind of money is possible, yes, it is. But keep in mind, it comes and goes. For example, today or this month, it might be higher depending on the niche that you're in, depending on the industry that you're in, depending on the number of advertisers there are, and depending on how much of an audience you have. So that money will keep fluctuating. Today I might be making $100,000, but then next month I may not be making that much. It might go down, it might go up the next month. So there's a lot of variation that happens as well. So don't go in with false expectations, because that will disappoint you, and I don't want that to happen. So I hope you learned something from this video and do something today that you always wanted to do. That is what is more important. So let me know in comments if you like this video, and if you have any comments or questions to me, I would be more than happy to answer them. But this is Money Karthik signing off.